Hey, puppy training should never be about obedience. If it feels too rigid or boring, your puppy will treat it exactly like that. Instead, let's reframe this whole process. And when we get to the end, you're going to have a step by step process in teaching your dog a really powerful recall. Coming when called will become your dog's favorite activity of the day. And let's look at section 1, where we define the perfect recall, the end goal. Let's break this down. A true recall is when a puppy rushes back to you when they hear your cue. The second they process the cue and ignoring everything else. Distractions, forget about it. Another dog, a squirrel, this behavior doesn't matter when they choose you. This behavior doesn't just stop at running to you. And if you want, we can have this flow into a sit when they reach you or standing in one spot and not running off so that you can hold their collar and clip their lead on safely. It becomes about a safe, seamless sequence. And how do we do this? Well, in section 2, we're going to talk about the golden rule where this is always fun. This is the absolute crucial point that coming back to you is always fun. This is non negotiable if you want reliable behavior. You want your dog to think that arriving back at your feet is the most joyous place on earth. The secret is not about obedience, it's about building a burning desire and motivation inside your dog. You are not forcing them back, you are driving your dog to want to come back. It's like you're building this invisible magnetic pull. When you nail this, your puppy doesn't think, ugh, I have to go back to my human. They go, woohoo, I get to go back to my human. And it's going to be awesome. And in section 3, we're going to get started playing the scatter game. And let's map out the actual mechanics of this game. You start by taking a tasty treat and place it right on the floor. Why the floor? Well, this immediately occupies your dog's nose and brain. When they give you enough time for step 2, which is simply moving a few paces away, and then step 3, the very second they finish the treat, look up and take a step towards you, you're going to mark it with a yes or a clicker if you want, and immediately place a few treats down at your feet. Then step 4, while they eat those treats, move away again and repeat. And you're basically making yourself a moving target of pure positive reinforcement. Now, how this is evolving is that we are marking any movement towards you. This is where we see how smart our dogs are, and that they are so good at predicting a routine, right? Which is now, wait, if I run to my human, I get food. And phase 2 is where we see our dog's desire for wanting to move towards us. And now we shift the criteria and mark when our puppy actually reaches us before we drop the treats on the floor. We're gently raising the bar while they figure it all out. Picture this after a few minutes of playing this game. Your puppy will bolt so fast before you can move away. They will be rushing to you as fast as their legs can bring them to you before you can drop a treat. A picture of pure enthusiastic speed. That is what we want. And then section 4, we're going to start adding your cue word. You can use whatever word you like. It's about consistency, that everyone uses the same word, no variations. Here's the sequence, and we will go about attaching that word in the right order, and timing is going to be important. Start with the step 1, exactly the same, drop a treat, move away. Step 2 is the critical part. You can say the magic word just as they finish eating. You want to add the cue word here. You want to label the exact decision making moment of your dog coming to you. Timing is where the magic happens and not as they are running towards you. If they say it while they are chewing, they are not listening. If you say it, if they are running, they will think you are marking them for running. Step 3, Wait for them to come. Step 4, mark and reward. Do not forget to praise and fuss your dog. Treats are great, but this is about the jackpot of affection. Scratching behind your dog's ears, high pitch happy party every time they arrive at your feet. Next is taking the show on the road in new environments. Test the cue first while your dog is sniffing a toy. Say the word clearly and wait. Time the response. How long does it take for them to process the word? Stop what they're doing and come over. When the response is lightning fast, that's when you know the cue is genuinely locked in. This brilliantly illustrates the whole generalization process. As dogs are contextual learners, just because they know come in your kitchen doesn't mean they know it out of the park or your backyard. So you want to map this out progressively and build a timeline. So, say week 1, you're going to practice this in your garden with very few distractions. Week 2, try it on the sidewalk of your neighborhood. Week 3, try it at a quiet park. And week 4, test it in busier environments. You absolutely have to build this up gradually so both of you are successful. Patience here is what protects you and your puppy's confidence. If you skip from the kitchen to the busy park, your dog is going to fail and you're going to get frustrated. And then that golden rule of coming back to you, that's supposed to be always fun, you're going to totally shatter this. So take it slow. Celebrate the tiny wins in each new spot before leveling up the difficulty so that now you have this incredibly fun, stress-free, deeply psychologically fun, bulletproof recall. If training a vital skill can be this much of a bonding experience, what else is your puppy ready to learn? What other things can you build to achieve when you focus on building desire and motivation instead of focusing on demanding obedience? Now grab a handful of treats and go play this scatter game today, and you will be amazed at what your puppy can do. Happy training.